Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the C-Files. We're doing a ride in the Challenger, running errands. Thanks for joining us. We got a little bit of rain coming down now. Appreciate everybody joining the channel. Or those of you who watch the channel, I appreciate all of you. That's breakfast, a protein drink. So, wow, the world keeps blowing up, don't it? Speaker of the House, still haven't figured out one as far as I know. I mean, as of last night, they didn't have one yet for Speaker of the House for the United States. Yeah. I'm in Jim Jordan's corner. I'd like to see him become Speaker of the House, but I'm kind of glad they're delaying it because that means they can't get any work done. And if they can't get any work done, that means we get a little bit of breathing room. They can't mess things up more. When Congress is not working, that's a good day for the American people. I might be cynical. I am quite cynical, folks. After doing what I did for 30 years, you become very cynical. You have a lack of trust with a lot of people, and especially when it comes to government organizations, you learn not to trust them at all. But I am cynical. I just see Congress as being totally useless at this point. And I'm not concerned about the division that's going on. I'm happy about that. I'm happy Gates is stirring things up, you know. I'm happy Congress is suffering. Let me bring this over a little bit. There we go. It's suffering this rift that's going on. Because what he's doing, he just gave the deep state a black eye. Right? And no, I'm not interested in having McCarthy back. Excuse me, folks. Whew. Anyway, when you get older, you know, see the gray hair? Yeah. Weird things start happening to the body when you get gray hair, folks. I'm just saying. All right, anyway. Yeah. I'm for Jordan, but I'm not for them getting it done quickly, because every time they pass a law, it messes something up for us, for we the people, and we can't breathe. I can only see three things that they do. They pass laws that put more oppression on the American people. They tax us more. That was another thing that I didn't think of. They declare wars, right? They authorize, military actions for the president to have carte blanche to go out and start declaring war on people. They're good at that. Basically just deceiving and lying to the American people, taking away our freedoms, burying us under tax, increasing the debt, right? And 33 trillion they're saying that we owe a private bank called the Federal Reserve. Yeah, right. Let's just bankrupt the Federal Reserve. How's that? Get rid of them. But anyway, that's all they're good for. That's all they ever do. And what Matt Gaetz is doing, he's putting a monkey wrench in all that. The rain is coming down, folks. So anyway, he's putting a monkey wrench in all that. And he's trying to get back to the Constitution. Well, the people running Congress, which are the deep state, they don't want to get back to the Constitution. And of course, all the politicians come out and say, "Oh, we're working for you, the people. We got to get back to work for the people." No, please don't. Please don't get back to work for the people. Please don't. We don't want you working for us right now. Because we know you don't work for us. You work for the deep state. You work for the new world order. wouldn't be prudent without the New World Order. Bush 41, right? Yeah, he used to talk about the New World Order. I can't do it very well, but anyway, he used to talk about that a lot in his speeches. He did a State of the Union address one time. It gave a big thing about I think most of the speech was about the New World Order. We're going to have a New World Order. Just before he invaded Iraq. Got to liberate Ukraine. Ukraine. What am I saying? I'm crossed between Kuwait and Ukraine. Anyway, I'm getting my wars mixed up. But anyway, that was Bush 41. So no, Wikipedia, you bunch of uninformed people. Well, just be nice, because I don't want to upset the fact checkers and the people who control the community guidelines. Wikipedia is uninformed concerning New World Order because they call it a conspiracy theory. Nah. Wrong answer. If New World Order is a conspiracy theory, then Bush 41, President of the United States at the time, just after Reagan, was a conspiracy theorist because he talked all the time about the New World Order, wanting to bring in a New World Order. What did that give us? COVID. That gave us COVID. That gave us shutdowns, masks, shots. Businesses went out of business. Churches shut down. Yeah, that's what the New World Order will do for you. There, Bush 41. So anyway, there's your New World Order. There's Congress serving the New World Order. I gotta take it easy, folks. The rain came and said light rain, right? No, this ain't light. This is coming. Well, I guess it's light for North Carolina. Anyway, so yeah, so Congress can stay, go on vacation for about 6 months. That might actually give the American people some breathing room to actually have a little bit of freedom for a while. Anyway, they do have to take care of the budget, though. The budget, or as Al Gore used to say, the deficit. We got to do something about the deficit, he would say. Then he got off the deficit, went into environmental issues. Al Gore. Anyway, so that's what's happening. So anyway, the Middle East is still blowing up. Now Israel's trying to drag Lebanon and Syria into this thing. And now they're talking about Hezbollah doing attacks, missile attacks, I guess. So that would involve Iran. Of course, Hamas, they're associating with the Palestinians, which, my goodness, folks, that was an operation from the Mossad, the Israeli Mossad, from day one. Hamas was it. Hamas wouldn't have existed if the Mossad and the Israeli government didn't create them. The same thing for us with Al Qaeda. We created Al Qaeda, and then we turned around and went after them because they didn't serve our purposes anymore. The Israeli government's been wanting to exterminate Palestinians for a long time, and now they saw this as a golden opportunity to go do it. And here we are. So if Iran gets involved, that'll draw China in, because Iran and China have a pact. And if you draw in Syria, I think that would bring in Russia. And then, we're already starting to get involved. I understand we have some Marines that have hit the ground over there in Israel. Let me know put in the comment section if that's not true, but that's what I'm hearing. Anyway, I'm sure we have advisors, right? Special forces in there already. So, at any rate, boots on the ground, right? So it's a quagmire. I think this is the closest we've come to World War III since Russia went into Ukraine. And the Russia-Ukraine thing wasn't panning out. It wasn't going to do it. China's threat against Taiwan, that didn't draw us in. But this one's drawn us in. And the thing is that if it does explode the way I think it could explode, it's going to affect the entire world. And it's millions and millions of innocent people are going to lose their lives. It's going to be horrifically bad. Why? Because some New World Order hacks decided they wanted another war. The Committee of 300, right? And of course, they use the techniques learned in the Tavistock Institute to manipulate and control people. They're hitting people's emotions, And I've seen the propaganda videos on, you know how they put you go onto YouTube and they have the little shorts, and they're always showing these little TikTok videos. And so with that, some of those are just propaganda videos coming out of Israel. Of course, Palestine, the Palestinians, they don't have a means of making anything like that. They're getting squeezed in. They have no place to go, folks. They can't go south toward Egypt. They can't go into the ocean because that's blocked off. They can't go toward Israel, obviously. They're just trapped. And, they're just getting wiped out. Israel goes in with ground forces, it's just going to be a slaughter of women and children and, families. And this is an act of revenge by Israel, by the Israeli people, because they've been hurt and they're emotional. It's a planned and strategized act of genocide by the Israeli government. And so, there you go. It's heart-wrenching, but I don't know if the Palestinian people will survive this. If Israel's allowed to go in and do this thing. I don't know that they'll survive it. And that'll be crimes, that'll be war crimes committed by Israel. But they have to defend themselves, John Hagee says, or the Zionist Christians say, Israel's by themselves and they have to defend themselves, and everybody around there wants to kill Israel. That's a lie. Everybody around there don't want to kill Israel, okay? I'm not against Israel having their own state, and I'm not against Palestine having their own state, okay? There should be something they could come up with that both could live in harmony. And Trump started to put that together, and it was working. And then the New World Order came in and messed a bunch of stuff up. So, this is a New World Order that keeps things volatile in the Middle East. They'd get along if it weren't for that. Now, so I've already done videos on why I believe the Zionist Christian prophecy theology. Okay, if you want to go to the technical terms, it would be dispensational premillennialism is wrong. But I don't want to go through all that again. Watch my previous videos and you'll see why, theologically, what many Christians in the West are saying is not theologically correct and not prophetically correct. Not their eschatology is not correct. Okay, but anyway, so we have Palestinian Christians in there, and I've seen videos of Palestinian pastors, Christian, evangelical Christian pastors, talking about what's happening over there and their love for the Palestinian people, whether they be Muslims or whatever, and their love for the Israeli people. They don't want to wipe out Israel. They want to win them to Christ. And they don't want to wipe out, Palestinian Muslims or Jews that are in the settlements. They want to win them to Christ. And yet those people also, and there's a large number of them, they are also being trapped. They're also trapped in the Gaza Strip, and they're also targeted by this planned attack and this emotional hatred that's being stirred up in the Israeli people via propaganda and the Tavistock methods of mind control and psychological warfare. And it's being used on the American people too, to get the American people to support this genocide. Everybody needs to just take a breath, slow down, think through this thing, and figure out how they can live in harmony. And one of the biggest things that can happen is stop the false flag operations. 9/11, we celebrate, we're not celebrating, but we do remembrance, I should say, of 9/11 every year. And we still haven't gone after the people that committed 9/11 and made them responsible for it. After all these years, the people in our government that planned it and carried it out have never been held responsible for it. No, they turn around, pointed the finger at some people way over there in the Middle East, said they did it, and how many lives, innocent families were slaughtered in those wars. 2 nations, Afghanistan and Iraq, when they were falsely accused of things they didn't do. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. But the people who carried it out, have they ever been held responsible? No. Well, the people in Israel, and I'm not talking about the Israeli people, I'm talking about the normal everyday citizens. They had nothing to do with this horrendous attack on Israel. Evil, horrible attack on Israel. No, it was their own government that had planned and carried it out. Hamas is a creation of the Mossad. Folks, do your homework. Hamas was created by the Mossad, just like the CIA created Al-Qaeda to fight against the Russians. Hamas was created to carry out whatever the Mossad wanted them to do. Just like Al-Qaeda was following orders from the CIA. But that stuff always gets out of hand, and then you got to go back in and destroy your own creation, and that's what's happening in Israel right now. So, but if you want to listen to the news and believe everything the news is telling you, then you can. That's up to you to do that. You can do that if you want, but you'll just be mind controlled. You'll be, they'll be using psychological warfare on you, and you'll be fed a bunch of propaganda and lies, and you'll believe that propaganda and believe those lies, and you'll do whatever they want you to do, because now they got you. They can control you emotionally. If they can control you emotionally, they can just go, okay, we'll put this out on the news, and put something out on the news, and then the news commentators come on, and well, we got to go get those people, and we got to do this or whatever, and everybody jumps on board, and then somebody who had nothing to do with anything, is innocent, becomes a target. And this has been going on for far too long, and this is the kind of manipulation that's been happening. Remember, Christian, the Great Commission. The Great Commission does not say, go ye into all the world and exterminate your enemies. It says, go ye into all the world and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's what it says. We need to love those people over there, and we need, I'm talking about love Israel, love Palestine, love Lebanon, love Syria, love Iran, all involved. We need to love them with the love of Christ. Pray for their salvation. Pray for their peace. Pray that God will take care of them. Bring them to the knowledge of Christ. And that should be what our heart and desire is as Christians in the West. Zionism has this premillennial dispensationalism, Zionist Christian mentality has caused more problems in the world in my lifetime than anything else I can think of. And it's because they control the politicians. There's going to be, well, God's going to judge, and there's going to be some people having to answer for some things when it comes to that. So, just remember, getting things wrong when it comes to theology and when it comes to eschatology can have dire consequences for a lot of people. So we need to stop being so rah. Let's go wipe out, turn Gaza Strip into a parking lot and support Israel at any cost. That has caused a lot of damage and death and destruction, and we need to stop. All right, thanks for watching. I'm almost home now, so hope you enjoyed the ride. Hopefully you got a little bit of engine noise. I can usually get the engine revved up a little bit for you, but with this rain and stuff, you can't be playing around like that. All right, everyone stay safe. God bless. We'll see you next time.